Eyepoks and head jokes.
Go. Welcome back to episode 162 of Eye Pokes and Head Jokes. I don't know what he's doing. Whatever. I don't know what he's doing. We're here watching the Ruthless Aggression thing John Cena's doing on right now. We just finished watching the first episode, or I finished watching the first episode. He came in when that happened. But it's your boy Alex, your boy Koola.
Yes, I'm here. He's here. We're here. We are here.
We had some things happen this weekend. Some pretty decent things, and there's some really good things happen.
Some really decent things.
Not really decent, really good. But
really decent.
But nah, so we had the WWE Elimination Chamber happen on Sunday. We also had UFC 248 happen on Saturday
he looks
night.
like Tyson Kidd.
He does. And also we had some AEW
like
stuff
weirdo.
happen. He does look like a weirdo. And yeah, so
respect the weirdos. I respect the weirdos.
and
right.
some miscellaneous stuff that happened in between that is being it's coming out soon. But anyways,
I gotta stop watching.
you're gonna become distracted.
You're
Anyways,
gonna see my face while I'm watching it. You're gonna be like, what is he hating on?
So we're starting with the WWE Elimination Chamber. I should say Elimination Chamber because obviously we all know it's
That's
WWE.
what we're starting with?
Yeah, because it's I'm gonna grade it right now. I give it like a 6.5, maybe.
To the whole pay-per-view?
Mm-hmm.
Not just one match, to the whole pay-per-view.
The whole pay-per-view. It was.
Damn, that's tough.
It's between a 6.5 and a 7. I can't give it more than that. It's somewhere, maybe, I don't know. I can't give it more than that. Mainly, we could just run through the results.
Would you give it more
Let's
than
run
that?
through the results. But so we had in the Kickoff Show, Viking Raiders defeating Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, which I didn't know were still part of the thing. Daniel Bryan, after that, defeating Drew Gulak in the best match of the night, easily. I will say that. Did you watch it? You watched it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, okay.
After you told me to watch, you're like, oh, he's gonna kill him. He
Drew
dropped him on
Gulak
his
almost
neck like
killed
3
him like
times.
7 times. So, yeah. Then we had, after that, the United States Championship match. Andrade Cien Almas defeating Humberto Carrillo.
I didn't care for it.
That match?
And this is what I actually started watching first.
You know why? Because we've seen that like 5 different times. And not with the same people, but and this is the fucked up thing. It's gonna sound fucked up.
No, the storyline is super trash.
It's not even that.
Okay, go.
Andrade, if you've really paid attention,
He's tired of
for the
wrestling.
U.S. title, has only fought Mexicans for it. Or Hispanics. Humberto Carrillo. Garza.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio at one point. Who else did he fight? That's already 3 fucking Mexicans. And that's not... Like, you see what I mean?
And his feuds.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
like,
feuds.
and then
It's
I'm
like
not like in a storyline.
It's like a
of,
Mexican feud within the... Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. But, I mean, it was a decent match.
It's how many fights can you guys fight around a sombrero?
But it's...
My neck hurt.
Oh, my neck hurts from that shit. Oh, fuck you. Every fucking time.
That's even funnier.
Anyways,
no, but it's true. They keep doing the same thing.
They keep doing the same matches, and they're
really
virtually
annoying.
the same matches because they all have the
fighting style.
They all have the same fighting style. They all have the lucha background, which isn't their fault, but it's just
No. This is their fight that they can fight. What the real bad thing about it is that even that's the storyline that Michael Cole is getting along.
Yeah.
Like, why is that the storyline? Like, you want to be the top Hispanic in the company
with the U.S. title.
That's the storyline.
He didn't
say it that way verbatim, but that's what he said. Yeah. That's pretty much exactly what he said. Like, come on, we don't get him out of that fishbowl.
Yeah, get him out of Mexico. I'm sorry the way to say it, but just get him out of Mexico.
Yeah.
There's plenty more people that kind of deserve opportunities to have a mid-card title. It's that.
Just give somebody a random.
And yes, they might work together well, but at the same time, it's like the way this
You
ended with the way this
together.
ended with the fucking with the cheatsy doodle tight holding. Like we've seen that
was so-
2-3 weeks ago already. Like there's no reason for it.
Yeah,
But
it's just pointless.
It is what it is.
It gets annoying very fast.
yeah. After that,
He's bleeding through his ears though.
I know.
Every time you hear Kurt, that's how
Yeah.
he sounds. Like he's
after that, we had the SmackDown Tag Team Championship in the Chamber. The
Best
Miz
match.
and John Morrison defeated the Usos, the New Day, Lucha House Party, which I don't know where the fuck they came from. Heavy Machinery and Dolph
'Cause they
Ziggler
still
and Robert
there.
Roode.
second best match. I mean,
Yeah, that was second best match, hands down.
So
I
there's nothing wrong
mean,
with Daniel
it
and
was
Drew.
it was
I'm so happy
It was
we
a
actually got to see Drew in a great fucking match. That's not a cruiserweight match. I mean, either
let's get back to that.
it is though, but
We're definitely gonna. That's like the highlight of the night for me, anyway. So
Okay.
we'll go back to that
okay,
anyway.
all right. Well, this is my other highlight.
There was too many spots in this one. For me, it felt like yes, we knew there were gonna be spots.
Yeah, and it all started
Hands
right
down.
before Lucha House Party got eliminated.
Yeah,
They get a
because
spot
Lisa
and then-
Dorado did that fucking
Yeah,
climb and
He
jump
climbed.
off of the top. Like I don't. Are you trying? Are people trying to kill themselves? Like, did they not see what
this
happened?
is what they have to do to get on WWE TV.
At some point, you have to.
When was the last time you heard Lucha House Party? And they're around. They are around,
What's
but they're not
their-
being utilized. They're
what's
being
their other show,
they're
Main
on
Event?
TV.
Main event, right? Probably.
Yeah, they're around. They're not just on Main Event though.
I mean, it was a good match.
They're just
Don't get
not
me wrong.
utilized. Like this was the fifth tag team to just throw in there.
But this was a spot fest with just little random things in between. Then spot. Then little random stuff. Spot.
It's
and
too many
nothing
people in
seemed
there.
cohesive, and that
It's too
that
many
was my
people in there.
problem with it from the beginning. When you were like, "Oh, a tag match," I'm like, "Tag match is too many." That's 12 people in the chamber.
I never
It
saw
sounds like it
the
could be
first
good,
one.
but it's
It's a good idea.
the first one was better because it seemed cohesive in the way it flowed.
And this was
This
a 30
one
minute match. It's
was
32
kind of
minutes.
all over the place with just spots littered in between. So it was what it was.
And then Lucha House Party gets taken out immediately after that splash. I
Yeah.
think something happened, but nothing
I don't know.
significant.
After that, we had Aleister Black.
Wait, did you like
What?
Otis going through the whatchamacallit?
He's my favorite wrestler in the WWE right
To
now,
communicate without words.
just because of the way he is. Because when Big E came in doing the fucking dance, he was doing the fucking.
He was rubbing his gut
he was in the
on
fucking
the glass.
Yeah, he
I'm
was. in
sitting
the
there like
Yeah, I'm like, I fucking love Otis. Otis is like my
that was
favorite one.
that was a
in WWE right
great
now.
moment for me too.
But yeah, he bashed through that shit
I
as
think
he would. So
who was it? I think Grand Metalik was on the top of the cage, and
wasn't that Lindsay?
you're right. It was Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah.
He was on the top of the cage, and like he went through pretty much everybody. The New Day was Kofi was up there. I think Miz and Morrison was up there. Actually, no, it wasn't Miz and Morrison. It was the Usos. They were going crazy. Like it was a lot of scary spots that was happening.
Anyways, moving on. Aleister Black defeated AJ Styles via pinfall
Young Cena
because
looked weird.
The Undertaker interfered after it was pretty much 3-on-1, which it probably should have been 3-on-1 the
That
whole
happened?
time.
I fell asleep on that.
Yeah, it was just on while I was playing a video game, so
It was just on
I saw
while
the
I was
Undertaker.
in-
I was like, "Oh, you're gonna have a 5-minute match? Don't have a 5-minute match. Just don't have matches anymore at WrestleMania. You should have time. You know what they should do? Take another page from New Japan, put them in the oldies.
Oh, these tag matches.
matches.
I don't right.
That's his role now, though. He can't go 10 minutes. He could barely go 5.
That's not his role anymore. I don't want either role. I don't want him to have either roles.
If you're gonna stay, you have to be a supporting character at this point. You're not the main.
And he is a supporting character. He puts on a match.
You're gonna say hell of a show, but
Depending on who it is.
No, he doesn't.
He puts
No,
on
he
a
doesn't.
match, and he puts somebody over, which is not always true.
no, it's not.
But he makes someone else look amazing. As long as they.
I mean,
as
if
long
you're
as they
looking
can't
that
pick him
bad
up.
the whole
As
time,
long
I
as they
mean,
can't
how
pick him
long?
up.
How hard is it to make somebody look amazing? Anyways, after that, we had the Street Profits defeating Seth Rollins and Murphy. Didn't care for the match.
I didn't watch this. I slept through this
Also,
one.
Kevin Owens did his best impersonation of Dean Ambrose with the popcorn stuff and just kind of acting like him, like Dean Ambrose. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But like he does it.
Somebody got to be Dean Ambrose.
Somebody has to be. Because he stopped being Dean Ambrose. After that, we had an Intercontinental Championship match, 3-on-1 handicap match, where Sami Zayn became the new champion and won his first major title singles title and on the main roster. So congratulations to you. You didn't know that? He got the pin, yeah.
He has a belt now?
He has the IC championship.
How long has he been in the main roster?
Like 5 years, probably. 4 years, maybe, I want to say.
I don't mean to laugh. I just never thought this was going to fucking happen.
Nobody did. So when he won, everybody was just like,
all right.
Everybody was like, yeah?
So when was Braun the fucking champion?
But like the last month.
I don't know. Fucking Shinsuke had it.
Yeah, he beat Shinsuke. And then after that, we had Shayna Baszler defeating Natalya, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Asuka to become the #1 contender for Becky Lynch's Raw Women's Championship.
I didn't care. Asuka, actually, I did care. A little bit.
I didn't care.
But you know it was going to be Shayna.
My thing was, I have 2 issues with the match. I don't mind her looking like a beast like Brock Lesnar. I don't mind that at all.
But she's
Go for it.
Lesnar.
That doesn't matter. That's not what I'm getting at.
No. I agree with you. It's just that you cannot look like Brock Lesnar.
No, I know, but I'm talking about like for the women's division, like to look like that much of a beast. Irregardless of that, the thing I had most issue. It is actually, so look it up. The thing I had most issue with is fuck you. So when she beat them 3 straight in like less than 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, nobody thought about ganging up on her.
That's 1. 2, you had Liv Morgan and Asuka sitting in cages in their fucking pods for about 2.5 minutes.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? You had literally 2.5 minutes of dead air.
Resting time for her.
She could have just sat there and chilled. Just fucking accelerate it. If there's they need to review this and they need to change this. If there's nobody else available for the person, let the next person in. It's that simple.
I swear, I feel like they've done that before.
They have 2.5 minutes of Shayna Baszler just standing there. Who the fuck thought that was good TV? I immediately, when I saw that, I was just like, all right, she's going to beat Liv. She's going to beat Asuka. Turned it off. Because I knew it was going to happen. As much as I want to Asuka, as much shit as Asuka was talking in Japanese, I was just like, yeah, you're going to lose in like
that
4 minutes.
That pissed me off. Let Asuka out of the pot to get her ass whooped.
Yeah. She's standing for
she got her ass whooped in 2 minutes too.
Yeah. She's standing there for 2.5 minutes waiting for Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Whooped Liv Morgan's ass and then looks at Asuka for 5 fucking minutes like, yeah, taunting. I'm like, yo, like, let her out. But I don't know, man. I just didn't like that.
It was very
didn't like it. It was dumb.
It was annoying of how long it was. 21 minutes, and it shouldn't have been 21 minutes.
It should have been 15, and that's the only reason why they did that was because it should have been
for the minimum time.
Yeah, because it should have been 15.
Well, don't have them in a fucking cage match then. It should have been. It should have been a regular fucking cage then.
It should have been a regular cage, or it should have been a 5, or like a battle royale, but like elimination match or something. You know, not a battle royale, but I'm saying like an actual no cage, just a fucking ring, 6-woman elimination match. That's it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I would have done. Yeah. That's how I would have done it. But that's just me.
Yeah, because that was really fucking bad. Like, I get it. She's this strong, but okay, you can't, like, I will never care for... Liv can never hold a championship for me.
No, because she looked scared the whole time. Yeah. She was, like, hyperventilating in that shit.
I don't think Asuka can hold another title for me.
Did she ever hold the WWE?
I believe she did.
The women's? No. NXT, yeah.
She did. She can't hold a title for me then. Unless she goes back to NXT. She cannot hold the title for me.
I know.
Like, it's...
And this is why I give it a 6.5. You bury
your own women.
This is why I give it a 6.5.
This is them burying them.
One, this is my problem. One, it was International Women's Day yesterday, right? This was supposed to be the hot shit match of the night.
That's why they got
it turned out to be boring as fuck. I know, but it ended up to be boring as fuck. Because we all essentially knew who was going to win that. And despite knowing who was going to win it, the way in which she won it was the more important thing.
Yeah.
And it was not spectacular. Was it beastly? Yes. Was she a savage? Yeah. Did she fucking slam Liv Morgan into the fucking pod mad hard?
This is like a house show.
So moving on from this, and that's why I give it a 6.5. That's really why
I'm giving it a 6.
So why are you looking at me like 6.5 was a bad score, motherfucker?
I was just being silly. Well, at least Zelina Vega won something. She won twice.
What'd she win?
Well, she helped Andrade keep the title, and Aleister Black won. So there's that.
Okay, fair enough.
2 wins for Zelina.
Fair enough. All right, so moving on to the night before, UFC 248.
Shayna Baszler eliminated
everyone. Which like I said, I'm fine with. It's just the way in which it happened.
This is stupid. I'm looking at the time of this shit. Sarah Logan she submitted at 7:50. Ruby Riott submitted at 8:15. Natalya submitted at 9:30. Liv Morgan submitted at 15.
That's my problem. There's 5-minute intervals
Asuka,
between.
21.
There's 5-minute intervals between. That's what I'm saying. It should have been a 15-minute match and no more, no less. Anyways,
so stupid.
Moving on to UFC 248.
You don't want to go back to talk about...
Oh, shit. Right.
Yeah.
So...
The backdrops.
One, it was an amazing match. Because they both worked it properly.
Drew.
Both worked it properly. It's both former Ring of Honor stuff. Like, they knew each other.
Yeah.
They know how to work each other. And... It legit looked like Drew Gulak had his number, which I was happy about. I was
wanted him to actually fucking win.
I wanted him to win too. I was like, because if he would have won, I'd have been like, oh shit, have somebody else. Can he talk? Probably not. Can Daniel Bryan talk? Not really either. But either way, it was a great technical match.
No questions.
And on top of that, he almost killed him 3 times when he did that fucking suplex and threw him into the air.
that was great.
I was watching this shit. It was great, but it scared the shit out of everybody.
The landing was shitty.
That's why I said he did a fucking... He did a Dragon Lee to him. Maybe... And this is the thing. Maybe he was supposed to rotate and didn't. I think
he was supposed to rotate.
He probably was, because when you get launched like that, there's the expectation you should probably rotate and land on your stomach.
How much height do I have?
Not on your neck.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, motherfucker. I was like,
dude,
he just looked like he was like done.
The replay, he's like this, like his chin gets up.
Yeah, he looked like he was out when he put him over, and he might have been for a couple of seconds.
And then the fucking suplex to outside.
I know. It was a lot. Like, I thought Drew Gulak was trying to kill him. It was the best match, hands down.
Of the night.
But be careful. He already had to retire once. And I don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of his. Yeah. I can respect the wrestling acumen and
just don't want anybody hurt.
I just don't want a career-ending injury.
Yeah, because you can end up like draws. You can be anyone else. So
yeah,
there's a scale.
Look at what happened to fucking
Psychosis.
No, the other one, the one that died in January.
Was that not Psychosis? From the neck injury?
Wasn't Psychosis.
La Parca,
exactly.
I know I was there.
Yeah. It's a scary thing. So and getting dropped on your neck like that. Remember what happened? Yeah, remember with the fucking exploder from Shinsuke to fucking John Cena? If it was anybody else, that would have been it. Just because John Cena has so much fucking muscle, that's what saved his ass. And guess what? He wasn't able to do that fucking move again. So I'm like, when I text you that, I was like, yo, is Drew Gulak trying to get fucking fired? Because he got fired for that shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But it was the best match of the night, hands down. So, it is what it is. But anyway.
I want to see a rematch. Fuck that.
I would want to see a rematch at fucking WrestleMania.
Get a long story. If we could get a WrestleMania rematch.
You have weeks to do it.
Yeah.
So just because he won once
It's like
doesn't mean
2
he can't do it.
months.
Moving on to UFC 248. Fuck every other match. But I will say that knockout by Beneil Dariush against Drakkar Klose, fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna have to
Thing
watch
of
that
beauty.
match.
I forgot to tell you to watch that one. Everything else I really didn't watch. I know Alex Oliveira defeated Max Griffin. Neil Magny defeated Li Jingliang. I just said Beneil Dariush had a crazy knockout on Drakkar Klose. After that, we had... I'm skipping ahead to the main event because Israel Adesanya versus Yoel Romero was the most boring fucking fight I've ever seen in my life. And
from people that you thought you could trust in.
I thought it was gonna be a fucking banger.
And then Romero at the end, he's like, "This is not what everybody wanted to see. It's your fault."
It's both of their faults. It's neither. Yeah. It's not one or the other. It's both.
It's both. You can't sit there and blame dude after y'all tapped each other a couple of times and smiled in his face and he ain't react the way you wanted him to, and you saying, "Oh, it's his fault," but
it's both of y'all faults.
You're in the middle of the ring with him,
dude. Killer Dan left in the last fucking in the last round because it was that boring. He just fucking up and left with 2 minutes left. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving."
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to. Can you imagine? Remember how crazy it was for us to get out of there, out of the MGM. Imagine T-Mobile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like Jersey.
Yeah. I mean, no, T-Mobile was like right across from MGM, like on the other side, going towards the highway.
But I mean, like, as like,
oh yeah, in terms of driving,
you're parking, everyone's gonna be going crazy in the fucking parking lot. I don't like the ref.
For who?
For that match.
Oh, telling them to fight and shit. Like, yeah, don't do that. If they're both doing
whatever,
whatever,
and this is not the first time he's done that.
If they're both being little bitches about it, let them be little bitches about it. Let the judges figure out the fucking score.
Yeah, we can talk about something else because it comes off real nasty.
And the real main event.
The real main event
of the evening, the Women's Strawweight Championship. For
oh my god!
Weili Zhang.
I gotta
defeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I'm gonna go with Jędrzejczyk. How
do you spell hematoma?
What?
That's what she
hematoma.
Had. Yeah.
Hematoma.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
Sound it out.
Sound it out. No, dude. Nobody thought this was gonna go to a decision, at all.
It's only a head thing.
Yeah. Yes, subdermal hematoma right underneath. Yeah.
Because I've seen it before. That's just like a assist.
When we so you hadn't watched the fight yet.
Yeah.
And me and Dan, he's watching this shit live in front of him. So he's like watching this shit.
Like this.
We're both texting like, I'm like, yo, these women are fucking ridiculous. This was round 1. I'm like, these women are fucking ridiculous.
They picked it up in round 2 though.
Dude, it was nonstop. And it only ramped up.
Yeah, it kept going.
As it kept going. And I was just like,
round 1 was the worst round.
These women were hitting
themselves. And it was a good round.
Hitting each other so fucking hard that I'm just like, how are y'all both not done yet? It answered a lot of questions for Weili Zhang because she's fighting against Joanna, who is a bona fide fucking striker. She was tagging the shit out of her. Vice versa, Weili Zhang was tagging the shit out of her. It was a super close fight. These women had potentially, to me, was the best fight I've ever seen in UFC history for me.
They're saying the best strawweight fight.
They're saying it's period the best women's fight at hands down.
Most likely.
And will most likely end up in the Hall of Fame for matches. Because this one, from start to finish, was just swing, dodge, swing, elbow. Like, it was
for 25 fucking minutes.
25 minutes straight. Cardio. Weili Zhang kind of started faltering like in the second round, the third round actually, because of her stamina. She started playing it cool, came back in the 4th and 5th, came back with the championship rounds. It was so fucking close. And this is what I told Dan. Thought that Joanna won. I thought the only reason Weili Zhang fucking won was because of the fact that even though they weren't full takedowns, she brought her down 2 or 3 times. and that was the difference.
And no,
to me,
it was fast, and she got back up. But
either way, yeah, it was probably like 0.2 of a point. But that's enough.
And there was one takedown that she did 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that she got her down 3 times in a row.
Get the it took her the 4th time to try it. But
that's how close and crazy this match was. If you have not watched this fight, if you're a UFC fan or MMA fan, watch this fucking fight. Watch these women fucking wail on each other. And I don't like to see women wail on each other like that.
But this was like
to the point where it was
skill-wise,
all over the place.
This was amazing.
Yeah.
That's
it was all over the place.
Love about it.
And there was neither one back down. Blood and guts, like fucking.
Wait, Lee got cut at the end of the last hit right here.
And Joanna Jędrzejczyk had the fucking
hematoma.
Dude, she looked unrecognizable. You couldn't recognize her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Unrecognizable.
I don't know why I saved the pictures of my phone.
She kind of looked like fucking Frankenstein, a female Frankenstein, and they were even saying it too. UFC was just like, what the fuck? Fucking Joe Rogan was like, god damn, like. And that was off of one punch. She caught her.
Looked super unrecognizable.
She caught her with one punch right on the fucking forehead. That shit was just like, boop.
You see that shit whiffing around.
It was crazy.
Around, you see that shit pop
These
up.
women were nuts. And I was so happy I remembered to watch this shit because you texted me earlier in the night too. That's the thing. You were just like, hey.
Because E.
Yeah.
E had asked. He's like, he called me. He's like, yo, you have a site to watch that? It's like, yeah, I got.
Yeah.
It's like they tell you the sites all the same, all the time.
It's all the same sites. It's one for wrestling and one for fucking UFC.
This is
we
incriminating
tell you the same thing. We're not saying what sites, but we're telling you the same thing.
Like,
either way,
the plus.
Yo,
the
ESPN Plus, exactly. But yo, this shit was crazy. I was so happy I got to see one of the best fights I'd ever seen in my life, boxing or fucking MMA, period. Like this,
you're not gonna find this in boxing.
No, but I mean, you've seen fucking crazy fights in boxing, where they hit each other.
Yeah.
But this was on another level.
That was an ugly ass belt.
And the fact that this type of fight could come from, not that it can't come from women, but that it came from women,
makes it even better.
Makes it so much better because it's like,
and it's undeniable now.
Yeah, if they could go that hard, they could go just as hard as the guys. Mm-hmm. And we've been having that with WWE, with wrestling, Stardom, all that shit. And to see this carry over to UFC, not that we haven't been seeing it for a while because we have. It's just to this extent, to have a Hall of Fame worthy match.
Yeah. It's only been certain names, and certain names have been falling off and popping back up. So it's a title match. I
think right now she's the fucking equivalent in China of Conor McGregor.
Oh yeah, she's big shit.
She's a fucking beast.
She's big shit.
She's hot shit over there. And you know, even with like the whole like thing with the coronavirus, her being able to come over here and actually fight, like, cause she trains over there.
Yeah.
So for her to come over here was like a big deal. And for her to represent her nation, to represent China during all of this, like, it means a lot more to her than you would think it would mean for anybody else, which it did. And defending your title in the fucking slobber knocker, as JR would say, like, I think that's the only word you could aptly describe it.
Moments where she almost went down and she did not.
Both of them got stunned.
Of course. I'm just talking about
like
her
a couple
as
times.
champion.
Oh yeah, she almost went down a couple times.
Yeah,
like,
it was so many. It was a hard match.
That was fucking heart straight up. So thank you so much for having this fucking fight. But yeah, I mean, you have anything else?
All right. So did you see the little video that Matt Hardy had put out last Wednesday?
No.
Basically,
he didn't resign with WWE. I know that.
The Young Bucks just basically pulled up to the Hardy compound.
Oh, okay. So pretty much almost confirming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure they're gonna. It's really. They're gonna be everywhere.
So is that who Jake the Snake probably?
I don't think
I hope
so.
not.
Because
he said the dark side or some shit like that.
Lance Archer, maybe.
Oh, right. You're right. You're right.
Maybe.
You're right.
And
no, you're right. You're right.
That'd be a great fucking pairing. They're both from Texas. That might be that.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah, so Lance Archer didn't come out on AEW this week.
I'm kind of happy. I'm really happy that
I was mad at first that I didn't watch it because I was like, oh shit, Lance Archer's supposed to come out. But he didn't come out. Jake the Snake came out instead. And Jake the Snake was like, yo,
Cody,
stop being a bitch. Too much. He literally told him stop being a bitch, like in lamest terms.
I ain't crying none of my motherfucking matches.
He was like, I was never a bitch. and you can't be a bitch. But if you're gonna be a bitch, I'm gonna bring some motherfucker to come make you his bitch
out of you.
Not even make you pretty much. And he was like, and he got him at the end.
All right, well that happened.
Sorry, we had a technical difficulty, so headphones kind of just died and completely stopped.
Didn't tell
audio.
anybody anything.
They just went doo-doo-doo, and I was like, oh great, nice. But so Jake the Snake just pretty much bitched out Cody, and Cody was just like, so it was good. It was a good segment.
But what was your favorite part of it?
Oh, when he was kept calling him Caesar. Yeah, when he was like Caesar, oh Caesar. No, it's like talking about like Caesar and Roman Empire. Like somebody's gonna eventually stab you in the back. I was like, so when he was just like kept using the Caesar, I was just like, yeah. He used it 3 times only. Yeah. When he used it at the beginning and then he used it at the end, and I was just like, that was a nice.
So who do you think it is that's stabbing him in the back?
It has to be Archer. I think and not stabbing him in the back, but just like eventually, like I mean, MJF already did it.
True.
But I just think Lance Archer's probably gonna be the one to come out and be the.
I think he's gonna be the one to do it.
Yeah.
No, I think Cody's gonna
be the one to what?
Flop on the Elite.
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm still waiting for Hangman to do it.
Yeah. I mean, he has to be the one to do it. So
he needs to be the one.
Yeah. Anything else?
Well, we're talking about Tyson Fury. He wants to retire after his next 2 matches, pretty much. Rematch versus Joshua, fight versus Joshua, rematch versus Wilder.
Okay. I mean, I don't think Wilder deserves that rematch, but whatever. It's in the contract. Yeah, it's in the contract, but you're not better, so
renegotiate for 70-30.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he is the champ, so whatever. Yeah. But I mean, there's no real question behind it. You got fucked up the first time, you got lucky with a draw, and you got fucked up the second time.
I don't feel completely like that.
I mean, that's that's not how you feel, but that's what happened.
You're right.
Sorry. I mean, you're well within your rights to exercise the.
I mean, you could be
the
right.
rematch, but I've watched a lot of boxing in my life, and I'm sorry, he lost both fights.
Watched just enough to say, yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
and then the second one was worse.
Yeah.
So also Triple H, he received the Arnold Classic, a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah, so
probably for everything he's done in in terms of health and fitness and WWE and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's certain specifics that go towards it, but I mean,
lifetime's a longer
good
now
for him.
So
that's good.
Yeah. Fitness and Muscle Magazine. How many times he's been on the cover?
Exactly. So yeah.
How many times?
That makes sense.
His father-in-law's been on the cover.
Exactly. So, I mean, it was about to happen eventually, but yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Like, call me dad, and I could get you on the cover. No, I'm a dad for that one. So I think this is the answer. Is the ruthless aggression the answer to?
It's one of the answers.
It's what is it? The answer to the dark side of the wrestling, dark side of the ring.
No, because they're too, and for lack of a better word, no, they're too scared to do something like dark side of wrestling. Dark Side of Wrestling goes into some shit.
Oh, no, I'm just meaning as far as the content at this moment.
Oh, yeah, they got this from Dark Side of Wrestling easily. Like, this type of stuff. And it's not like they don't have this shit. They have all the fucking... They have all of the footage they ever need to do this. Really all they need is somebody to fucking do voiceovers like we're getting with the Ruthless Aggression
Oh, my God. So, Michael Rappaport is amazing.
Or you can get Morgan Freeman.
He costs too much for WWE, but that'd be great. I would love Morgan Freeman to narrate a fucking Shawn Michaels match.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, man.
I think with that, that's the episode because, Morgan Freeman, you gotta hit the...
Yeah.
But since we're watching the John Cena one... It's John Cena! Anyway... Yeah, thank you. With that being said, I know. With that being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on social media. Twitter.
Meet us in the club.
At Pokes and Chokes.
I don't know the lyrics.
Myself at _Mr. Alex 75 _. The guy on my left at
NU_KEWLA.
You can follow us on Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. Facebook.com/Pokes Chokes. Patreon.com/PokeyChokes if you want to help with funding the podcast. And Threadless and Redbubble for merch. And also listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and Transistor FM. You done?
I was just dancing. I'm only laughing because last week you was so hyped. You was saying about something special was happening.
Oh yeah, and it didn't fucking happen.
It didn't fucking happen.
I know, because it didn't
That's
happen.
why I don't like to say shit
I know,
sometimes.
I know.
Until
But I
it's
want to
done.
put it out there, but then it wasn't able to be done. Anyways,
Life's just
shit happens.
snatches.
We'll reach out to them again. So, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening, whoever listened. And
I'm gonna watch Dark Side of the Moon.
you know,
April.
oh yeah, Dark Side of the Ring, not Dark Side of the Moon.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
on
That's
Viceland.
where WWE is
When does it
at
come
right
out?
now. I don't even know. Sometime next month.
So watch it next month when it comes out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you.
I don't know
later.
why I won't go